Rich kids, what happened when you couldn't buy your way out? I never understood why people got so excited about fixing things themselves. My dad would just make a call and someone would appear. Plumber, electrician, mechanic, tutor, personal trainer, whatever. When my friends talked about helping their parents with yard work or learning to change oil, I'd just nod along, confused why anyone would waste a Saturday like that. Our garage had 6 cars, but no tools. Our kitchen had a $15,000 espresso machine, but my mom didn't know how to boil pasta. When something broke, we didn't fix it. We replaced it. My laptop crashed junior year, new MacBook Pro that afternoon, ripped my designer jeans, 3 new pairs from Nordstrom, same-day delivery, failed my calculus test, private tutor at $300 an hour until I passed. I thought everyone lived like this. The summer after graduating, I decided to drive myself to my internship in San Francisco, instead of flying first class like usual. I wanted to feel independent, and everyone had said a road trip feels amazing, so I took the Porsche and got on the road. About 4 hours from anywhere that mattered, in some town I'd never heard of, the engine made this grinding sound and died. My phone had 1 bar, barely enough to Google the nearest Porsche dealership, but that was 180 miles away. The tow truck would take 3 days to get there because of some local festival. I stood there on the side of the road, in my $400 sneakers and designer clothes, completely helpless for the first time in my life. Then out of nowhere, an old pickup truck pulled over. This guy Randy stepped out with grease under his fingernails and work boots held together with duct tape. "Let's take a look," he said, popping my hood like it was nothing. I offered him $500. He laughed. "I'm not doing this for money, kid." He spent 20 minutes under there, then said we'd need to get it to his friend Earl's shop. We pushed my $120,000 car onto his trailer. At Earl's shop, which was just a converted barn, 6 different people showed up to help. Not because I called them, not because I was paying them. They just heard Randy was helping someone and came over. Lucia brought tamales she'd made that morning, still warm. Larry had extra coolant in his truck. Jeffrey knew Porsches from his time in Germany decades ago. When Lucia's daughter mentioned she was struggling with her college essays, I offered to pay for a writing coach. Lucia looked at me funny and said, "Or you could just help her yourself. You went to a good school, right?" I'd never thought of that, using what I knew instead of what I had. They wouldn't take my money, any of them. Randy said, "You'll help someone else someday. That's how this works." I ate tamales on a greasy bench, my designer jeans ruined, listening to stories about floods where everyone helped rebuild, barn raisings where the whole town showed up, people taking shifts sitting with Larry's wife when she had cancer. They all had exactly what they needed because they had each other. When the car was finally running, I felt this weird shame pulling out my wallet. Not because they'd refused money, but because I realized money was all I had to offer. Randy could fix engines. Lucia could feed 20 people without checking her bank account. Jeffrey could build furniture, grow food, and teach kids to throw a curveball. I could, buy things? Pay people? I'd never created anything with my hands, never solved a problem without throwing money at it, never helped anyone without writing a check. When I finally left, Earl's daughter ran up with a friendship bracelet she'd made, saying it was for helping with her essay. That stupid little bracelet meant more than my Rolex.